Hello Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Scorpio, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Scorpio, let's get started. How does Scorpio currently view this relationship? All right, Scorpio. So we do have the Tower, we do have the Two of Pentacles, and then we also have the Queen of Pentacles out here. All right, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, it kind of looks like you recently got out of a very toxic and unhealthy marriage, relationship, situationship, whatever have you. And it kind of looks like ever since you got out of this very toxic and unhealthy relationship, you've just been very focused on you and your pentacles. So right now you may not be dating anyone new or seeing anyone new. You're just very focused on you. Nothing wrong with that. But I guess let's see who decides to show up to the right of me. How does this person currently view this relationship with Scorpio? Okay. So we have the Judgment card. We got the Seven of Pentacles. And then we also have the Four of Cups. There's somebody here that's very, very interested in you, Scorpio. That's not the problem, though. The problem is that they don't know if you would even give them a chance or not. Like, I feel like this person, like, fears, like, busting a move, right, in your direction out of fear that you're just going to turn around and reject them. But whoever this, well, I mean, that's kind of nice. I ain't gonna hold you. They are coming across as an emperor. This person might be slightly older than you. I mean, I'm getting an age gap, but it's not like a massive age gap. But whoever this person is, it's somebody that you've never been romantically involved with, and it's somebody who's never been romantically involved with you. This person also comes off to me as somebody who's very established. I mean, an emperor is somebody who is typically established, but I mean, there is somebody here that has a thing for you. I don't know. I just kind of feel like this person feels like you're going to turn around and reject them for whatever reason. Okay. Scorpio, we're going to jump back to you and see how you're currently feeling. And then we'll look at this. You know what? No, let's look at the Four of Cups. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see why this person thinks that you're going to turn around and reject them. Tell me more about the Four of Cups. Okay. We do have the World, and then we also have the Justice card in the reverse. Okay. That's the thing, right? How do I explain this? How do I explain this? God, how do I explain this? I feel like you've in some way, shape, and or form, don't ask me how, okay? I'm just the messenger here, but in some way, shape, or form, you've given this person the impression that you're interested in them, but I'm also kind of getting that in some way, shape, or form, you've also kind of given them the impression that you're not interested in them. So it's like this person has been like receiving mixed signals from you. It's like the best way that I could put it. And we're going based off of according to them, okay? According to them. They feel like you have the tendency of sending them mixed signals. One minute you're making them, feel like you want them. The next minute you're making them feel like you don't want them. And it's like they're trying to figure out, like, damn, like, do they fucking want me or do they not want me? Like, which one is it? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell now that I think about it. Because, I mean, that's the only thing you're kind of really like giving me is somebody who just got out of a very toxic and healthy relationship, and it kind of looks like all you really want to do is focus on your money. That's pretty much all you're really giving me to work with here. So let's see what comes out. How does Scorpio feel? Okay, so we do have the Ace of Swords, we do have the Knight of Cups, and then we also have the King of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Nine of Swords. We also have the Three of Pentacles. To the High Priestess, we also have the Nine of Pentacles. Well, I kind of see what this person's talking about. Because I kind of see what this person's talking about. Because I feel like there are times where you kind of give this person the impression that you're interested in them. Like Exhibit A, okay? Like, there's times where you do give them the impression that you are interested in them and that you do want to date them and get to know them. But then there's times where you kind of give them the impression that you just want to be single and alone. So it's like, And I feel like the reason why you just want to be single and alone and just kind of focus on you has a lot to do with the fact that you just got out of a very toxic and unhealthy marriage, relationship, situationship, whatever have you. But I am getting that you are interested. And you've definitely given them the impression in some way, shape, or form that you are interested, but it's a hot and cold energy. That's the thing with you. It's a very hot and cold energy. It's a very wishy-washy, inconsistent, energy that I'm kind of seeing here for you, which kind of confirms how they've been looking at you. So it kind of looks like you have been giving this person mixed signals. Regardless if you're consciously aware of it or not. But how does this person feel? Okay, so we have the Justice card to the Nine of Swords, and then we also have the Ten of Swords out here. Okay, the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Swords to the Three of Pentacles, and then we also have the Page of Wands out here. I mean, who could blame them, right? I just kind of feel like this person... As much as they find themselves extremely interested in you, this person just wants to like avoid looking stupid. You know what I mean? They want to avoid looking stupid. So it's like their whole thing is they don't want to make their move on you and then you turn around and reject them, That's their whole like MO when it comes down to you. They just don't want you to turn around and like reject them. They just don't want to turn around and look stupid, for even trying to bust a move in your direction. Okay, well, this kind of looks like a situation that's starting to kind of like, not that it's starting to, it just kind of looks like a connection full of stagnancy, to be honest. All right, let's look at the Page of Wands, shall we? Let's look at the Page of Wands, because this to me feels more so like an energy of them kind of waiting for you to kind of give them the green light. Because again, it's like they just want to avoid looking stupid. You know what I mean? They do. They want to avoid looking stupid. So it kind of looks like this person's kind of sitting around waiting for you to give them some type of like green light that you're interested in them. Like what they need you to do is be a little bit more... a little bit more obvious is what it is. They need you to be a little bit more obvious when it comes down to like, your feelings towards them. They're just, again, sitting around waiting for you to give them the green light, okay? Tell me more about the Page of Wands. Because it kind of looks like what you've been doing is dropping little hints and clues here and there that you're interested in them. But then you've also been dropping little hints and clues that you don't really want anything serious with absolutely anybody. You just want to take this time to focus on you. So it's like, I can see why this person's like, I don't even fucking know how to approach Scorpio at this fucking point because I don't know. Like, I get why they're kind of confused. Like, I understand. Okay. Great. Let me grab the card that fell. 1 second. Okay, we're back. So we have the Five of Cups that actually fell to the ground. We got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And then we also have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Swords. But that's the thing, is that you harness feminine energy. So that's like another thing too. Because, yeah, this feels like a situation that is like, it's going nowhere and it's going nowhere fast. And I can tell why it's going nowhere fast. And here's why. I feel like this person expects you, right, to be a little bit more direct when it comes down to like, are you feeling them or are you not feeling them, right? But because you harness a lot of feminine energy, that's kind of telling me that that's not going to happen. Okay, as far as like them anticipating / expecting, for you to make a move on them, because that's basically what it is. They're waiting for you to make a move on them, but you harness too much feminine energy. Feminine energies are not out here making moves on absolutely anybody. You see what I mean? I feel like that's kind of, oh my God, how do I explain the two of you? It's like you're waiting for them to make a move on you, and they're waiting for you to make a move on them. Now, you're definitely not going to make a move on them. I can almost guarantee that you're not, because you harness way too much feminine energies. Feminine energies, what they do is they sit back waiting. You know what I mean? Waiting for something to happen. Masculine energies are the ones that are all about action, right? So it kind of looks like you're waiting on them to make a move on you. And yeah, And it kind of looks like they're waiting on you to make a move on them. But I see why this person's waiting for you to make a move on them. It has a lot to do with the fact that you're just somebody who's very hard to read, or somebody who's very hard to like figure out. So, and I get the whole them not wanting to look stupid, but it, it's like they're like battling the whole like, should I make a move or should I not make a move? And if I do make a move, you know what I mean? Like, am I gonna end up looking stupid in the end or not? I don't think this person's going to end up looking stupid in the end if they were to make a move on you. I am getting that you would be open and receptive towards them in this dynamic here between the two of you. But somebody has to break the fucking ice. That's what it all boils down to. Somebody has to be the one to break the ice, and it's not going to be you. I can almost guarantee that it's not going to be you because you harness way too much feminine energy. You're not going to break the ice. I feel like once somebody breaks the ice here, you know what I mean? That's when I see this relationship between the two of you getting off the ground. But until then, if you don't break the ice and they don't break the ice, I mean, we're looking at a situation that's just going nowhere, and it's going nowhere fast. But they're too scared to break the damn ice. So then there's that. I don't feel like you're scared to break the ice. I don't feel like you're scared to break the ice. It's just the way that you look at them. You look at them as somebody who harnesses a lot of masculine energy. And because you look at them as somebody who harnesses a lot of masculine energy, in your head, you're just like, well, they should be the one approaching me, not the other way around. You see, like, that's how you're looking at this whole entire situation. Does that make sense? Okay, let's keep going. All right. What actions will this person take towards Scorpio or moving forward? So we do have the Three of Wands. We do have the Five of Pentacles. And then we also have the Temperance card out here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the High Priestess. We do have the Nine of Pentacles to the Three of Swords to the Four of Pentacles to the Six. I feel like this person, how do I explain them? This person kind of comes off to me as somebody who's God, what's the word that I'm looking for? They just kind of come off to me as somebody who's just very timid. Yeah, I guess like that's the best way that I could describe them. Somebody who's like very timid. Yeah, very, very timid. I don't know if this person's intimidated by you or what the case may be, but let me break this energy down really quickly here. So they're just kind of sitting around patiently waiting, right, for you to make a move in their direction, which, again, you harness way too much feminine energy. It's just not going to happen. If you were somebody who harnessed a lot of masculine energy, I can see you, like I can see you breaking the ice. I can see you making your move on them, but you harness too much feminine energy, so that's definitely not going to occur here as far as like you making a move in their direction is concerned. But I do see this person eventually shooting their shot. They seem pretty fucking scared if you ask me. Like this is kind of like the epitome of somebody who is absolutely terrified when it comes down to them shooting their shot. But I do see them definitely doing it. But poor thing, this person's absolutely terrified. Absolutely terrified. I just kind of feel like they don't know what to honestly anticipate and or expect from you. Because they do perceive you as somebody who's very hard to read. I mean, they do. So they don't know what to anticipate and or expect. But what actions? All right. I am definitely getting that very soon there will be, yeah, I am getting that very soon there will be an exchange between you and this person. I am definitely getting that. My only worry and concern when it comes down to you has a lot to do with this, and this, like, God, it's the energy of I want to date, but it's also like an energy of I don't want to date. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of that going on your end, Scorpio. And that's like the only worry and concern that I honestly have. It has a lot to do with a part of you wanting to date / get to know a person, and then there's that other part of you that honestly doesn't, okay? I do think that as you build a relationship with this person, get to know this person, you'll become a little bit more crystal clear on what it is that you actually do want, whether that be a relationship or not. I think that that's something that you're going to like determine throughout the course of your relationship with this person. I don't see you, coming down to this like conclusion, you know, prior to this exchange happening here between you and this person on whether or not a relationship is something that you want right now or not. I see you actually figuring that out throughout the course of your relationship with this person. So let's actually look into that. Tell me more about the Hermit. We do have the Emperor, we do have the King of Cups, and then we also have the Ace of Cups. So throughout the course of like your relationship with this person, as you're, you know, getting to know this person, things of that nature, I think that you're going to discover a lot of things. A lot. I am getting that. A lot of things that you actually really, really do like about this person. And it's going to like prompt you to look at this person as somebody that you can see yourself pursuing a relationship with. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Seven of Cups. We do have the Devil out here with the Death card, to the Five of Wands, to the Star, to the Five of Swords, to the Ten of Swords. And we got this and this. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. This just kind of got interesting. All right. So, God, how do I even... Okay. Scorpio, remember, it looks like you just got out of a very toxic and unhealthy relationship. I mean, we do have the Tower out here, and then we got the Devil, and these two cards are linked. So that's, oh God, that's kind of telling me that this person that you just got out of a very toxic and unhealthy relationship with, like as you're over here pursuing this one and getting to know this one, the past will resurface back up here for you. I am definitely getting that. However, I just kind of feel like when the past does resurface back up here for you, it's on some, I want to get back together. I want to fix this. I want to repair this. But I just kind of feel like by the time this person does resurface back up here for you, it's going to be too late. That's not the problem, though. The problem is that I feel like this person's going to end up finding out. Don't ask me how, but I do feel like this person's going to end up finding out in some way, shape, and or form that you've officially moved forward and moved on with your life and you find yourself romantically involved with someone else. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that this person's going to take it so well. I don't believe that this person's going to take it so well. And I'm going to try my hardest to explain why the hell this person's not going to take this so well. But, how do I explain this? It looks like you and this person have had like a very, I guess, unstable relationship with one another. Like this to me feels like a very on and off relationship. But even though you guys have had a very on and off relationship, it kind of looks like what typically happens is that you guys will eventually like go running back to one another, right? And so when they resurface back up here for you, this time around, it is going to essentially be different. I forgot to mention something too. So I feel like that's kind of why they're going to be really angry and upset, because even though you guys have had a very on and off relationship, when you guys are off, they find themselves dating other people and seeing other people, but you know, they'll never turn around and choose anybody else, you know, above you. Like they'll never turn around and actually build with anybody else but you, right? They might turn around and entertain a person or whatever the case may be, but as far as turning around and choosing to go off and build with somebody else, they'll never do that. They'll always choose you, right? Makes sense as to why they would. I mean, you're showing up as a Queen of Pentacles. It makes a lot of logical sense. A Queen of Pentacles is considered to be the perfect partner card. But anyways, they'll never turn around and choose somebody else above you. They'll probably entertain somebody while you guys are apart. But as far as building with somebody else and running off into the sunset with somebody else, hell no. They'll never do that. They'll never do that. And that's kind of why I feel like they're going to take this so hard, is because you're outright choosing to go off and build with someone else. You're choosing somebody else over them, basically. You're choosing this human over here. And I just don't think that it's gonna, you know, I just don't think that it's gonna sit well with this person. Like I just see this person, you know, kind of like throwing a tantrum, to be honest. I do. I see this person kind of throwing a tantrum. Like, how dare you move forward and move on with your life? Like, how dare you go build with somebody else? Like, how dare you choose somebody over me? Like, it has that type of feel to it. I mean, I'm trying to like understand where this person's coming from, because that's like how it's coming across to me. It's like, when you guys are separated, they'll, you know, date people here and there and entertain people here and there. But as far as like, man, like building with somebody, like jump into a relationship with someone else, if it's not with you, yeah, they'll never do that. They'll always choose you. They will always choose you. You know what I mean? Like, you're the only one that they can foresee themselves actually building and establishing a life with, not these other people. So the fact that you're choosing to actually take this person seriously, like, that's something that they're gonna have a massive issue with. You know, it's on some, how dare you? How dare you, like, go build with someone else? Like, they're not, I feel like this person's angry and upset that you're even talking to someone else and or entertaining someone else. I feel like they're already angry and upset, you know, when it comes down to that. But you know, what's gonna really like make them blow a fuse here, if you will, is the whole you literally building with somebody else. Like, the audacity of you. Like, that's how they're looking at you. Like, the audacity of you to go build with somebody else, like actually build towards a life with someone else. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna be pretty pissed. Pretty pissed. The bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords, so Two of Cups, and then we also have the Two of Wands, and then we also have the Knight of Wands. Well, that's kind of interesting, because this is somebody who does kind of come across to me, as far as this person from your past is concerned, they do kind of come across to me as somebody who has a lot of ego and pride. So the fact that they know, or they're gonna find out, that you're entertaining the King of Pentacles or dating the King of Pentacles, I mean, granted, that's gonna piss them off, but it's fascinating, because you would think the amount of ego and pride that this person has, that it would influence them to like back off and just be like, you know what, screw it. Like, they're clearly like happy with the King of Pentacles, so fuck it, I'm just gonna move on with my fucking life then. Like, you would think that it would influence them to do that, considering the fact, right, that they have a lot of ego and pride. People who have a lot of ego and pride aren't into competing with another woman or another man. They're not into that. So it's fascinating that it's fascinating that they're gonna decide to like try to get you back either which way, even knowing what they know, which is kind of interesting, to say the least. Let's see why. That's kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a person do that, but I guess we'll see what that's all about. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Let's see. We have the it's interesting. I just kind of feel like this person from your past just doesn't want anybody else to like have you, like, or experience you. But man, like, I mean, I'm sorry, not to sound rude or anything like that, but child, I mean, this person's showing up as an Emperor, which is pretty fucking impressive if you ask me. But this person from your past, they keep showing up as a Page. Not to sound rude or anything like that, but it's like, I don't know what this person said to you or what this person did to land someone like you. Honest to God, I don't know how they were able to pull this off, but I mean, this is like the epitome, right, of going from dealing with like a little boy or a little girl to like a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman. Feel me? Like, it's like you go from dealing with somebody who doesn't have their shit together to dealing with somebody who does have their shit together. It's like you go from dealing with somebody who is extremely childish to like somebody who's very, very like mature. Another thing too, it's like you go from dealing with somebody who's extremely codependent, because Pages are codependent, right? To somebody who's very independent. Like, this is like a night and day type of situation. And the thing is too, is that like, it's crazy, because they don't stand a chance as far as getting you back is concerned. Like, they don't stand a chance. They just don't stand a fucking chance. Like, they just don't. They don't stand a chance here. No. No. No, they don't stand a chance. But even though this person knows deep down inside they don't stand a chance as far as like getting you back is concerned, they're still gonna try. They're still gonna try. Fascinating. I don't know what the hell you did to this person, but the fact that, like, because a person who has a boatload of ego and pride like this individual would never put themselves in a predicament to compete with another man or compete with another. And to be honest, I mean, they have a lot, honey, a lot to like compete with. You know what I mean? They have a whole lot to compete with. This, we're not talking about you left the page to go get with another page. You left the whole page and got involved with a whole emperor. Like, you know, there's a lot that this person would have to essentially compete with. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And it's interesting because it's like they're looking at this emperor like this emperor doesn't deserve you. Like, they don't deserve you. Like, they don't deserve you. Like, they'll never love you in the ways that, you know, they loved you. It's like, I mean, I guess to each their own, you know? I guess, but I guess. Very fascinating. Do I think that this person from your past is going to be able to get you back? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think so. I don't think so. And here's why I say this, because once you start, if I can clear my throat, once you start getting to know this emperor over here, you're going to start to see for yourself how much of a difference these two are compared to one another. Again, you go, honey, you go from dealing with somebody who's very like immature to dealing with somebody who's very mature. You go from dealing with somebody who's codependent to somebody who's independent. You go from dealing with somebody you can't build and or grow with to somebody that you can actually build / grow with. Like, night and day type of situation. I mean, I will say you're definitely leveling up in the love department. So no, I don't feel like going back to, you know, this person's going to be an option in your mind. It appears to me that you're going to choose this emperor over this page that you used to deal with any day of the fucking week, you know? Which, who could blame you for that? You know what I mean? Like, dealing with a page is like, ugh, it's like a headache and a half. Like, they're immature, they're childish, they're irresponsible, they're codependent. Like, you can't really build or grow or establish a life with a page. An emperor, I mean, the possibilities, honey, are endless, but yeah. They're gonna try, I will say that. They're gonna really, really try to like take you away from, you know, this emperor. Honestly, I just don't think that it's gonna, I feel like this person would just be literally wasting their time. But I mean, that's just kind of what it's looking like. But yeah, that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next